Well, hello everybody. As promised, finally here is a vlog for you because it's been a really busy time for Elton and we've been out and about with him. And as we've sort of done a little block of stuff, here it all is. So it all started last month, I think, the Garden Gate Tea Rooms in Wareham. A lovely little gig in a little tea room. It was an absolute joy, and it was literally a very intimate crowd, and I was sort of in a bay window sort of thing, and literally traffic going past. Despite the size, a few people still managed a little dance, and the fantastic crowd were joining in and having a good time. And it was a really enjoyable afternoon. Cup of tea, some slices of cake, and it was great. Next up, back in the car on the road, and all the way to Westbourne, the Conservative Club in Westbourne, and here we couldn't get a lot of pictures because another great night. The dance floor was absolutely packed all night, and that's as good as we could infiltrate. Couldn't get past the crowd. Yeah, wonderful. Fully equipped club, busy dance floor, another job done. Then it was a bit different, this one. We had to navigate our way to London, central London, so it had to be the train. On a train, and it was a house party we're on our way to, a little house party that required sort of a 20-minute set in the middle of it. It was the last night of, no, it was Glastonbury actually, where Elton was performing, so that was the theme of the party. So we got ourselves to Waterloo, and from there onto the tubes. We had to get from Waterloo across to Tufnell Park. Very nice area, some very nice properties over there. And it was a lovely house. So we eventually found the house. Into a big house, but a very intimate gig again. Here it is. The crowd were sort of right there. It was a small room of the house, but the crowd were right on top of me and joining in, and it was a great atmosphere. Here's a little sample of what was going on there. And it was yeah, fantastic. Really sort of different atmosphere. Because it was a sort of different event. It was a party, it was a really close gig, and everyone was sort of joining in. And a lot of them seemed to be big Elton fans. So when it came to them joining in, they were very, very good at that. And it was a really good night. And afterwards, we had a chance to get a drink, and we had to stay up there because of the train times. So up early the next day on the train, back to the West Country to get ready for this one. A big festival in the field called the Gurt Gathering, and always lovely to be on home soil. Drew a lovely crowd. They'd really put a lot of work into the day itself. And Elton had an hour to do on this wonderful stage that you can see in the distance, to a very lovely audience with lots of stalls and families there. And as it got to about 7 o'clock, it was time for Elton to take the stage, and again, wonderful crowd. They all joined in, and here he is. Lovely. Yeah, it was really enjoyable gig. One of those lovely gigs where you get the chance to have the crowd really come with you and join in. The set flew by. It was an hour. With some lovely sound and lighting and people dancing and joining in. Really lovely. And yeah, it all went very well. Here's a little sample. Yes, that lovely explosion was a lovely surprise for me. What a great thing, though. All ready for Rocket Man, and a boom, up it went. Great time to have it. Really fantastic. So thank you to everyone involved in making that event possible, actually. It was a brilliant one. Anyway, the very next day, load up the stuff again, and this time the last sort of one in this stint of gigs for Elton. Back on the road, horrible weather. Thank goodness the day before for that outside one, it was really good. And the next day, sure enough, the British summertime kicked in again. And this time we were heading off to Bournemouth, and in particular a lovely hotel in Bournemouth that has sort of entertainment over on the east cliff of the Bournemouth seafront. And the hotel was actually on the Bournemouth seafront, and when you looked out through the doors, you could actually look over the ocean. It was meant to be outside in the lovely gardens, but sadly it wasn't. It was actually inside, which, again, British weather, you can't really do much about. So we arrived at the Miramar Hotel in Bournemouth. Lovely hotel. And one of the nice things went into the room, and this popped up, a beautiful grand piano already situ in the hotel. I don't carry that around, that's for sure. And so the crowd arrived and had a lovely afternoon tea, and off he went. And again, they were very appreciative, joined in, dancing. Here's a sample. So there we are, really lovely crowd again and a really lovely afternoon, and that is it. That's Elton's little sort of a summer stint vlog as promised. Hope you enjoyed it. And of course, last but not least, Elton can come and see you if you're interested. Go on this page that the vlog is on, drop a message, or call the number, call this number. And thank you all very much for watching the Elton vlog. See you soon.